Good day there once again, viewers. Your mate Kamikaze78 here. So, my fellow Planetmans, it's been a while, hasn't it? A long time for that matter. Well, between now and then, guys, things have certainly changed, both with the game itself and my personal view of the game. We've seen the introduction of the godly yet devastating orbital strike that is capable of turning a population of an entire area to zero. We've also seen changes to the layout of biolabs, brand new nanite systems weapons with unique niches, promises of upcoming Empire-specific weapons, and work-in-progress images of the upcoming vehicle capture points that are sure to change the way the battles are fought on Arrakis. It's almost enough to get you excited again. I've got to say, guys, after a long time away from Planetside, or should I say a long time of not playing Planetside primarily, the game has certainly become a lot more fun to play for me as of late. I remember very clearly what a lot of you said when I released my video stating that Planetside was no longer the main game for the channel. A lot of you said, "You're just burnt out, Cammy. Give it time, you'll be back. You know you'll be back." Back then, I would have been quick to jump the gun to say that I pretty much was done with the game, but now, I think there is some truth to what a lot of you were saying back then. Recently, I've been jumping into Planetside more and enjoying myself for that matter more and more accordingly. Just today, I found myself in a battle that saw us, the NC, clinging to Matheson's triumph from a VS attack, only to win that defense and quickly counterattack the VS by striking their player-made base with armor and aircraft. It was a battle that really reminded me just how unique Planetside 2 and the experience that this game provides truly is sometimes. Having the big break from the game that I have had has allowed for me to come back refreshed and take more enjoyment out of the game for what it is rather than what it could be. Something that was a huge factor in my hiatus for Planetside 2, bar the obvious server issues that I've discussed in the video that I released way back in February, was frustration. Frustration for what the game could have been if it weren't for the questionable developer direction at times and speed bumps that we'd seen with the game over the years. Frustration that I was doing the same thing over and over again in the game with no change in what the outcome was for my efforts. But coming back after this long time kind of makes you forget all about that, you know? Makes you want to enjoy the game for what it is again and what it is going to be based on the features that the developers are working on currently. The game is still one of a kind, which is honestly its saving grace. The only reason Planetside 2 is still around today is because nothing else matches it from a scale perspective, and that's why I honestly find myself continuing to come back again and again these days. No first-person shooter, whether it be Squad, Battlefield, or even Arma, can come close to matching the experience that Planetside 2 provides on a scale perspective, which is no discredit to the experience that the other games provide. Each of them are fun in their own unique ways, but Planetside is the only game that can put hundreds of players against each other in a massive first-person shooter battle with aircraft and vehicles in play. And the fact that no other game has come along that matches this experience is the only reason that Planetside 2 still exists and still has players to this day, in my humble opinion. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, Cammy, cut to the chase already. Does this mean more Planetside 2 content? And the answer is yes and no. Unfortunately, guys, the one thing I learned through this hiatus is that all good things are best enjoyed in moderation. If I was to jump straight back into doing Planetside 2 content consistently again, I'm going to quickly find myself in the same trap that I did back in November last year when I quit the game. Sadly, guys, we are never going to find ourselves back in the same situation that we did with the quote-unquote Planetside 2 glory days, if you will, where we were doing weapon reviews, loadout challenges, tips and tricks, live commentaries, and everything in between on a daily basis. Not only do I want to avoid burnout, but I just don't have the time or resources on my current characters to do such things, and not to mention that the guys at over AG7 have pretty much moved on from Planetside 2, which makes the game for long periods of time at a time rather torturous, if I'm honest. But despite saying that, I am playing the game more, which means I might be inclined to make more videos for the game. Videos that could include talking about newly released weapons, talking about upcoming features, talking about PTS information, and things of the sort. Sadly, guys, series like Time to Gear Up, series like Quartermaster's Overview, and You Did What are unfortunately buried with the hiatus that I took, simply because, once again, I don't have the resources to continue those series. Quartermaster's Overview and Time to Gear Up require me to have so much gear available at the click of my fingers on my characters. And sadly, with my current character situation, that just doesn't exist for me. If it becomes available later down the track, we'll see what happens. But right now, guys, those sorts of videos are simply not going to happen anymore. But with my interest in the game revived over time, I am a little bit more inclined to start making more videos regarding, you know, again, as I said before, newly released content and stuff that is happening on the PTS, as well as some discussion surrounding the community and general happenings within the Planetside 2 community. And no, before anyone asks, this is not me trying to claw back subscribers. I am being very dead serious here, guys. I am planning on doing a little bit more Planetside 2 content in the future. Do not get overhyped about this, simply keep it in check because this isn't going to be the primary game of the channel anymore, but I am going to look at doing more videos for the game in the future at a pace that I find comfortable. So guys, if that sounds good to you, feel free to leave a like on this video. If you don't like this video at all, feel free to backhand the dislike button and let me know what feedback you got from me. I'd love to hear what you've got to say in the comment section down below. If you guys are new to the channel and you find yourself backhanding that like button, then why don't you go around and backhand that subscribe button whilst you're at it? It would be also greatly appreciated. Once again, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out, and I'll be seeing you all next time. Have a good one.